When journalists report on controversial topics, it can be difficult to balance free speech and ethical obligations. The natural friction while covering events with more than one opinion is apparent, so it's a reporter's duty to neutralize information being distributed. Poynter Institute's senior faculty member Al Tompkins urges journalists to ask themselves this question when reporting on controversial topics.
Is there a way to cover this controversy and still maximize truth-telling, but at the same time minimize the harm? I sometimes use a medical example. So a doctor, for example, would say, look, I have to give you this shot, but I'll try to make it hurt as little as I can. But the truth is, the pain that I'm going to cause is nothing compared to the disease that we're going to prevent.
Along with other ethical guidelines reporters follow, fact-checking is a substantial tool used to keep the credibility of the sources and information intact. If a journalist is reporting on information that claims to be opinion versus fact, it's imperative they clarify the difference to reduce confusion. Tompkins reflects on the 4 parts of the Journalism Code of Ethics.
1. Seek truth and tell it as fully as possible. 2. Act independent of your own biases and motivations. 3. Minimize harm. And the 4th part of the Code of Ethics, and I think this is the one we're worst at, is be accountable.
The 2 groups involved are Confederate 901 and Highwaymen. Tompkins gives a word of advice to the reporters as they prepare to cover both groups.
So be accountable and be accessible is an important part of journalism ethics. And my hope is that we'll give more serious thought to that.
The 2 groups will meet in the square starting at 1 p.m. before they begin their march to the circle located on Ole Miss campus. The march is open to anyone who wishes to participate. I'm Kennedy Glanzer, NewsWatch, Ole Miss.